Hello everybody, so today is going to be a different type of video. So today I will be reviewing most of the inaccuracies on the Dinosaurs Attack stickers. Why not the normal cards? Because one, if I wanted to go sit through a bunch of gory images all day, I would just pop on an episode of Blood Sea or a Kamega Kill, probably in AGK, because I prefer that anime more. But like, if I wanted to pop up some gory images, I just go watch those animes, not watch dinosaurs, which are supposed to be animals, murder a bunch of people. Absolutely have no chill. No one is safe in this card set. It didn't matter if you were a dude, a woman, or even a child. If you breathed air during this time with the dinosaurs, yeah, they would have slaughtered you. Unlike what we know today. Now, do note I might make some incorrect statements, so please correct me if I'm wrong. Or I could just go on and make those corrections myself. And plus, I don't know everything about dinosaurs. That's why I kind of watch a lot of the video inaccuracies, talking about the inaccuracies of those bad paleontology videos. I might even do one myself at some point. Or I can do a video figuring out which one of my creatures would be plausible in real life, which probably none of them are, to be honest. I don't think a reptile with a 3-split tongue could be possible. But yeah. So, also do note that a lot of the depictions are a bit outdated since these card set came out back in the 90s. So, our information on dinosaurs was pretty limited. So, so do note that and also again I don't know everything about dinosaurs. I'm not like a huge paleontologist. I'm just a dude behind a computer screen. That's it. But who knows? Maybe there are some things that still hold up today. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first card we have is Allosaurus. Now, I'm not sure the exact species. Probably just meant to be Allosaurus fragilis. It could be Allosaurus europaeus or Allosaurus jimadensi. I think that's how it's said. But it's just saying Allosaurus the genus. So I don't know. We're just gonna assume it's Allosaurus fragilis. So right off the bat, you can see that 90s-esque design. That poor dude is getting ripped apart. I feel bad for him. He's probably having the worst day of his life. Anyways, the Allosaurus, meh. It has the horns on its head, the crests that Allosaurus is normally depicted with, but it isn't like. And also, it's a bit shrink wrapped, and it just looks like a T-Rex with long arms, three fingers. And also, the skull is entirely outdated. Allosaurus would have had a more blunter skull. Or, I wouldn't say blunt would be the thing. Wouldn't be the case, but also the teeth wouldn't have looked like this. And Allosaurus, again, despite popular belief, they cannot use its head like an axe. It is, I'll get into that when we read the back of the view sticker back. So, the truth about Allosaurus. Let's see how truthful this is. Length 10 meters. I'm not sure the exact size estimate for Allosaurus. You know what? I'm gonna freaking Google it on my phone. I'm gonna cheat a bit. Length of Allosaurus, 38 feet long. Oh lord. Oh, someone sent me something. Hang on. Hang on. God damn. Okay. All right, back to the. Shit. So Allosaurus was around 30 feet long with a 16.5 feet tail, 3 foot long skull with 2 short brow horns and bony knob ridges. And it had sharp serrated teeth that were 2 inches long. How tall was it? Fully grown, according to. I don't know how some of these how. All right, so a good estimate puts Allosaurus at around 8.5 meters, or 8.5 meters to 9.7 meters, which is 28 to 32 feet long. And how much does it weigh? I am cheating. I am so sorry, guys. I don't think I was prepared for this. How much did Allosaurus weigh? You know what? Allosaurus weighed 2 tons. What? Oh, I don't trust you, Britannica. How many pounds? 460 to 507,000 pounds. I don't think that. 1,500 kilograms. I feel like I'm getting 31,000 to 44 to 4,400 pounds. I'm just gonna use that so I don't have to feel bad for cheating. Era late Jurassic, yeah, lived during the. I'm just gonna stay on the source I'm using. Which, it might not be. You might give me backlash for using Wikipedia, but I trust it. So, if I get some things wrong, I apologize. Please correct me in the comments if I get anything wrong, and I will make my own comment based with info and update it regularly. So it lived during the Kimmeridgian to the Tithonian stage of the late Jurassic, and Allosaurus fragilis lived in the Morrison Formation. So yeah, and meaning of name: strange lizard or different lizard. I remember putting in a book weird lizard once, but I think that would be a Xeno. Wait, Xenosaurus would probably be strange lizard or alien lizard, not Allosaurus. Allosaurus would be different. Is different lizard. The dinosaur names make no sense. They're named lizards. One of the most terrifying carnivorous dinosaurs, Allosaurus was a relentless hunter. No, it was not relentless. If it was going to get its cheeks clapped by a Stegosaurus or a sauropod, it's not gonna go there and just murder the poor animal. It's gonna either. It's probably gonna back down and retreat to find more easier prey, unless the sauropod or stegosaur is weakened or sick or dying or old. Or they could have hunted in loose gangs, similar to probably how Giganotosaurus and I think how modern Komodo dragons hunt. Either that or they displayed gregarious behavior. This fearsome creature lived in Utah and Wyoming. I think that might be right. I'm not sure. We have Allosaurus europaeus that lived in Portugal. I don't know where the fuck Allosaurus jimadense lived. We also had Saurophaganax and Epenterius, which we're still debating whether Sauro and Epan are valid genuses. I personally think that Saurophaganax is a valid genus. Still not sure on Epenterius. I'm gonna just say it's a valid genus. And it was the ancestor of an even greater predator, Tyrannosaurus. No, it was not descendant of Tyrannosaurus. Tyrannosaurus belongs to a group of dinosaurs called the Tyrannosaurids, which I think might have evolved from the Tyrannosauroids. or were a part of the Tyrannosauroids, just being very derived. Either that, or they'd evolved from Silurisaurian animals, like Compsognathus, like the Compsognathids. I am probably definitely wrong there. But Allosaurus was not a descendant. In fact, I'm pretty sure Allosaurus would then evolve into the Metriacanthosaurids, the Neovenatoroids, and the Carcharodontosaurs, my personal favorite group of dinosaurs. I even have my own Metriacanthosaurid. What is it? Archaeovenator, the ruling hunter. Archaeo spelled Archeo. Not that goofy, tiny diapsid. But, I'm getting off topic. Allosaurus belonged to a group called Allosaurs. Well, no shit. But, like, it wasn't a descendant. T-Rex was not a descendant of Allosaurus. The forelegs of Allosaurus were relatively small. Yeah, and you made it look like a fucking T-Rex. Oh, and the wrists are pronated. Hold on. Yeah, those are pronated. No. That is a big no. Dinosaur wrists don't face downwards, maybe with the exception of Australovenator. But that might still be debated. So, dinosaur theropod wrists face inwards, like if they were clapping their hands or clapping someone's cheeks. But they don't face downwards unless they went. If they broke their fucking arm, it's not how that works. This isn't Australovenator. That's Allosaurus. But each hand had 3 heavy curled claws resembling meat hooks, which the reptile used for holding and tearing its food. His food? Are we assuming genders here? Anyways, that might actually still hold up today. Allosaurus. Widely accepted that Allosaurus used its arm claws and its toe claws similar to modern birds of prey, to pin down prey and before ripping out chunks of flesh with their teeth, as Allosaurus had a relatively weak bite force. So for an animal its size. But basically, it would have probably pinned down its prey and then tore it apart with its teeth. So that still holds up pretty well today. So you at least got one thing right. That is another. Ankylosaurus, Magnaventurus. This looks like a freaking Euoplocephalus. Not Allosaur. We already passed that. Not an Anky. So, Ankylosaurus I don't think had the row of spikes. It had the club tail. The fused club tail like other Ankylosaurs, and the osteoderms. But not the spikes. Also, this dude looks high as all fuck. What the hell? 5 meters. 2,000 kilograms. I'm pretty sure Anky would have weighed around 5 to 7 tons. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think it weighed that much given its size, given how the armor. Late Cretaceous, 85 to 65 million years ago, so it lived up to the KT extinction in the Hell Creek Formation. Name means curved lizard. No, fused lizard. Pretty sure it means fused lizard, not curved lizard. What the hell? The tank-like Ankylosaurus live in only 2 areas of the world: North America and Asia. I mean, unless you're talking about Tarkia, no. Ankylosaurus itself did not live in Asia. That would be Tarkia. Let's think of it like this: Ankylosaurus had to deal with Tyrannosaurus and Dakotaraptor, which might not even be a valid genus because, well, it was a chimera. And Tarkia had to deal with a Kilobator, or a Chilobator, as I like to call it, or a Kilobator. Velociraptor, and Tarbosaurus. Think of it like that. Though I think Velociraptor went extinct way before Tarkia showed up, so that might be wrong. This plant-eating reptile had a back covered with overlapping bony plates, protecting him in the same manner as a shell protects a turtle. Why do you keep calling him him? What if it's a woman? What if it has they, them pronouns? I mean, you can just call it it. It had, or the dinosaur had. But anyways, that's right. The Ankylosaurus had osteoderms on its back. Remember that I am a huge weeb and a huge dinosaur enthusiast. In fact, I think I might do a video explaining the animals from a comic I killed using real world science and making my own plausible reconstructions of those animals. Let me know in the comments if you want to do that video, or I might make a poll on the community tab. Anyways, back to the main subject. So yeah, Ankylosaurus had a row of osteoderms on its back that would have been useful for protecting itself against predators, and it had a at the end of Ankylosaurus's tail was a lumpy club of bone, a dangerous weapon frequently used against aggressive meat-eating dinosaurs of the period. That is correct. The Ankylosaurus had some fused bones there. Like that tail club, that would have been a really effective weapon against a T-Rex. One swing to the side of a T-Rex's back, the T-Rex's side, and it's game over for the Tyrant. The Tyrant will be dethroned, basically. Also, you could have also mentioned how Ankylosaurus had a really good sense of smell. Probably one of the greatest sense of smells in the dinosaur kingdom. And also, Ankylosaurus wasn't really that smart, pretty much acting on instinct. But yeah, Ankylosaurus had a really good sense of smell, so I'm surprised you didn't bring that up. Well, we got our first non-dinosaur, so Dimetrodon, holy mother of Christ, that thing is huge. The Dimetrodon was definitely not that big. Also, the outdated sail depiction and the lizard-like look. Which, no, that's not correct. So the Dimetrodon was around 1.7 to 4.6 meters, which is 5.6 to 15.1 feet long, and weighing up to 28 to 250 kilograms. This thing is bigger than a bus. Ain't no way that thing is 1.7 to 4.6 meters. I'm too lazy to do the math, though. So, the truth about Dimetrodon. Length, 3 meters. Most species weigh up to 1.7 to 4.6 meters, which again is about 5.6 to 115 feet long, and weighing up to... we'll get to that. So, this says most species, so maybe there is a species that gets... The highest estimate is 4.6 meters, which is 50.1 feet long. So, okay, you got one thing right there. Weight about 200 kilograms, 28 to 250 kilograms, 62 to 551 pounds. That is also kind of correct. Early Permian, around the Silurian to the Guadalupian, Silurian to Rhodian stage of the Permian, so 295 to 270 million years ago. So, you got that one wrong. Meaning of name, double-sized tooth. That is correct. Dimetrodon had 2 teeth. This early dinosaur possessed no, it is not a dinosaur, I swear. Dimetrodon is not a dinosaur. It is a synapsid. Not a fucking dinosaur. I swear to God, I hate it when people call Dimetrodon a dinosaur, and I would just want to beat their ass right there, but I can't. It ain't a dinosaur. Synapsids, they're normally called mammal-like reptiles. However, a more fitting name for them would be stem mammals, kind of like what Red Raptor Wright said about in his Walking with Monsters review. Diapsids would I'm pretty sure would be the reptiles. I could be wrong here. Synapsids are the mammals. So yeah. Also, the sale of skin, that is kind of right. It is connected by bone, kind of like the sale on my favorite dinosaur, Spinosaurus, Ouranosaurus, and even to an extent Acrocanthosaurus, which is my fifth favorite dinosaur. Anyways, the type species of Dimetrodon is Dimetrodon limbatus, which I'm pretty sure is the one mentioned here. Supported by spines on its back. Many scientists believe that it was a natural air conditioner that regulated the animal's temperature in some way. We honestly still don't know. That is one theory. However, it is also widely accepted that it was used for display, probably to attract the mate or to ward off rivals. As I'm pretty sure Dimetrodon would have been at the top of the food chain at its time. Its time period, preying on Adaphosaurus and other Dimetrodons. They were probably cannibalistic. Kind of like modern day Komodo dragons. We still don't know. I probably got that one wrong. Flesh-eating Dimetrodon lived in Texas. Poor Texas. Actually, not poor Texas. Southern western United States. Red beds of Texas and Oklahoma. It's also, most recently, its fossils have also been found in Germany. So yeah, had a large skull and jaws, and his teeth, two separate sets, were as sharp as daggers. Yeah, it had two separate sets of teeth, which would kind of be the blueprint of our teeth. We're technically more related to Dimetrodon than we are to the T-Rex. Next up is Brontosaurus. It is a good thing that Brontosaurus is still a valid genus. Bruh. Wait, hang on. I'm doing a bit of research here. Okay, so Brontosaurus is a valid genus. Okay, so I can use it here. Thank God. Ugh. God damn it, phone. So this is wrong. I'm pretty sure macronarian sauropods weren't able to, given its size, they were pretty top heavy. Well, this isn't a macronarian, so I don't know what I'm saying. But it probably wouldn't have been able to stand up. Also, this is a herbivore, and it ain't finna eat meat. Well, actually, hang on. Modern day herbivores like horses and cows will chow on birds to get a supplement of protein. So technically, it isn't that far fetched to have a Brontosaurus eating meat. However, it's not gonna be eating a fucking human. It's gonna probably chow down on a couple baby pterosaurs, or maybe an Archaeopteryx or two if Archaeopteryx was around at that time, which I'm pretty sure it wasn't. So, yeah, this is definitely wrong. Also, shrink wrapping, my god. The truth about Brontosaurus. Length 20 meters, 19 to 22 meters, 62 to 72 feet long. That's correct. And weighed up to 14 to 17 tons, which is 15 to 19 short tons. It doesn't tell me on kilograms, so I'm just gonna assume that that would be correct. Late Jurassic. I'm pretty sure a Brontosaurus lived with Allosaurus. So yeah, the Morrison. hair, long, some hair on my thumb, my big toe, and I don't like it. My legs are so goddamn hairy. I swear to God. You did not need to hear that. I am so sorry. Meaning thunder lizard. That is correct. Far larger than any land animal existing today was Brontosaurus. Or I'm sorry, Tickday. Grammar, folks. But anyway, also known as Apatosaurus. They're separate genuses. For fuck's sake. They're not a separate. They're not the same thing. They're valid. Brontosaurus is valid and legal. Well, actually, no. That'd be both zoophilia and necrophilia. So because they're dead. So never mind. I will never do a dinosaur smasher pass. I will do a Fallen Lands one because those are fictional creatures and I can do whatever I want with them. I'm gonna get canceled for saying that. Don't take that out of context, please. But I ain't gonna do it to dinosaurs because they actually existed. And it's not just zoophilia, it's necrophilia. Well, okay, if Markiplier can get away with smasher passing Pokemon, or that one dude can get away with smasher passing How to Train Your Dragons, and I can get away with smashing my own fauna. Anyways, back to this. His 4 tree trunk-like legs supported an immense blimp-shaped body. I don't even know what to say for that. His neck was almost as long as his tail. Brontosaurus was a vegetarian living in North America. This grammar is kind of broken, bro. He is one of the most famous prehistoric animals. True. Also, it wasn't the largest land animal to ever exist. That would go to Argentinosaurus. I'm pretty sure longest was Menchisaurus. I'm probably stupid and an idiot and remember that wrong. So yeah, it was Argentinosaurus that was the biggest. So next up at Parasaurolophus, and oh my god, it's eating a baby. No, paraphilia. Whoa! I did not need to know that. So I'm gonna assume it's referring to Parasaurolophus walkeri. First off, this is all wrong. So, like most hadrosaurs, Parasaurolophus would have walked on its hind. Would have been mostly quadrupedal, but could have took a biped stance when running. Also, it wouldn't have eaten children. I mean, baby dinosaurs maybe to get some protein, but like. And also, a hadrosaur could fuck you up. They're not pushovers. They could seriously mess you up. They could trample you, they could kick you, they could bite you, they could whip you with their tail. Tyrannosaurus is a really good example. Wait, is Tyrannosaurus still... Because I remember reading somewhere that Tyrannosaurus was a fucking... Okay, it's a Iguanodon. It said it was a freaking... Like... What is it? Hypsilophodon. Like, what the fuck? Ain't no way, bro. Anyways, Parasaurolophus, also would have probably had a bit more, like, sort of a sail, maybe? Or... Because the back spine's kind of extended out a bit, so... Yeah. Also... Pronating your wrists. That's no, just no. Let's see. Can I AO sex? It's not telling me how big it is, so size length 11 meters. That is probably very wrong. It's probably very wrong. It's not. I'm having some trouble here. Hang on. I'm doing my research. So Parasaurolophus. Oh, that's Britannica kids. No. 11.45 meters, 37.6 feet. Close enough. Close enough. Its body, it weighed up to 2.47 metric tons, which is 2.72 metric short tons, according to Gregory S. Paul. No, Parasaurolophus was not preyed on T-Rex. Gorgosaurus, probably. The crest was over 2 meters, 6 foot 7 inches long. The skull was about 1.6 meters, 5 feet and 3 inches long. So yeah, Cretaceous, late Cretaceous, 76.9 to 73.5 million years ago, during the Campanian stage of the late Cretaceous. Parallel crested reptile. Wrong. Near crested reptile. Curious looking Parasaurolophus belonged to the species no! It belonged to the family Hadrosauridae, the subfamily Lambeosaurinae, the tribe Parasaurolophini, and then the genus Parasaurolophus. Ugh. Who did this? Oh, Trachodon is also a member. Trachodon ain't valid. I don't think it is, at least. I hope not. A gentle plant-eating creature. No, they are not gentle. They could trample you. They could bite you. They could kick you. They could beat the shit out of you. No, they cannot breathe fire through their nose using their head crest. That's just a stupid creationist moment. He lived only in North America. Okay. The impressive crest on its head made up of 2 hollow tubes, one on top, and one another, joined at the far end, the front end of these. The tubes linked up with the notch similar to a trombone. The crest might have been used to produce a highly distinctive hooting sound. And that might actually still hold up today. Some people think it was to hold salt. Some people think it's used to hold as a snorkel. But it is widely accepted that it is used for sound. So good job. Yeah, actually, it's just this that I just want to beat your ass. Alright, our second non-dinosaur, Plesiosaurus. That poor scuba diver. I feel so bad. So right off the bat, Plesiosaurs, their necks aren't really that flexible. They can't they can't make serpentine motions. They can make them from, I feel like never mind. They can move them from side to side, but not make weird serpentine motions with them. The paddle-like tail might be correct. I'm not sure. Their necks weren't long and serpentine, and they definitely wouldn't have murdered a poor scuba diver. So, length. So, length about 3 meters, so a bit oversized. So, hang on. 2.87 to 3.5 meters, 9.4 to 11.5 feet in length. That you oversized Plesiosaurus. That's just and 85 kilograms to 48 to 408 pounds. That is incorrect. This is also incorrect. It lived during the early Jurassic, 99.6 to 175.6 million years ago. So, sort of right. Hang on, where's the etymology? So, Plesiosaurus meaning near lizard. I'm pretty sure that would be Parasaurus. Not Plesiosaurus. I'm looking at it. Close to lizard. Okay, so it's technically not wrong. Plesiosaurus represents a group of sea reptiles that probably moved clumsily on the end. Yes, it finally doesn't say that plesiosaurs are dinosaurs. They belong to a group of reptiles called Sauropterid, Sauropterygids. I butchered that. Holy sh! Which would probably also include turtles. So plesiosaurs, pliosaurs, they would have been pretty close to turtles and placodons, which would coincidentally have a convergently evolved shell. So ichthyosaurs, I'm pretty sure, were sauropterids. Sauropterygids. Most of these elegant creatures had very small heads, they were not that flexible, short bodies and short tails, and 4 powerful flippers. They eat fish, squid, and other sea life. They probably would have preyed on other reptiles. Maybe they could have also played part in cannibalism if food was scarce. It has also been suggested that oh my god, here we go again with the Loch Ness Monster. The Loch Ness Monster in Scotland is a surviving plesiosaur since this species originally lived in this area. I don't know how correct that is, but the Loch Ness Monster doesn't exist. In fact, I like Trey's idea where he thinks it's a giant leech, as it wouldn't have to come up for air unlike a reptile. Next up is forward. I don't want to view the card backs. Bruh, what? Hang on. I'm using this for the inaccuracies and stuff. Pteranodon. Oh my god, the shrink wrapping. Ah, it hurts to look at. Also, ain't no way Pteranodon. Okay, so the crest, could be better. It's very shrink wrapped. Most pterosaur feet weren't really that flexible. Weren't really used for grabbing prey. Maybe for earlier pterosaurs, but definitely not things like Pteranodon. Also, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have well-defined hands at the end of their where their wings would be. So that might be wrong, I'm not sure. Wingspan 7 meters, according 6 meters to 20 feet, so a bit oversized. How much did it weigh? Body mass of 50 kilograms. So, a bit undersized. Late Cretaceous, 86 to 84.5 million years ago during the Santonian stage of the Late Cretaceous. So, yeah. Meaning of name, toothless wing. Yes, that is very correct. Or wingless tooth. No, it's not wingless tooth. Although Pteranodon was the largest creature that ever No, it was not the largest creature that has ever flown. That title would belong to Asdarchid pterosaurs, specifically Hatzegopteryx and Quetzalcoatlus. The Hatzegopteryx is heavier than the Quetz, meaning the Hatz is therefore bigger than the Quetzalcoatlus, making it the biggest flying reptile, and biggest flying animal to ever exist. It's not the Quetz. It's not Pteranodon. It's definitely not Pteranodon. He was very lightly built. This enabled him to glide like a kite while hunting for smaller animals or fish. They were not just able to glide, they were also able to fly pretty well. Pterosaurs were really good at flying. Balancing a long pointed beak was an almost equally long bony crest at the back of his head. Yeah, they would have used that for display. Pteranodon lived in North America, had no teeth. Nah, really? Nah, I didn't know that. Nah, Pteranodon, no teeth? Nah, man. Just kidding. Had no teeth, hence his name. Or just to say it. Hence the name, not hence his name. That just sounds like broken English. Had a larger brain than most reptiles. Okay, so not all of them. Okay, this is just an outdated depiction of Stegosaurus. Fun fact, the tail spikes have a name. They're called Thagomizer. Oh, stegosaurus. They're called thagomizers. So there's a lot of things wrong here. Mainly, it just looks too bulky, or not as bulky. All right. Let me pull up description. Okay. So length 6.5 meters. I'm using Stegosaurus ungulatus. 7 meters, which is 23 feet in length, and weight of 33.8 metric tons, 4.2 metric tons. Late Jurassic, I would have lived with Allosaurus, Saurophagonax, and Brontosaurus. So, yeah, I don't even need to. And cover lizard, I'm pretty sure it means roofed lizard. Plant-eating Stegosaurus is distinguished by 2 rows of heavy, bony plates that reach from the base of his tail, from his small head, almost to the end of his tail. The tip of his tail had pairs of long, sharp spikes sticking up in the air. Those are called thagomizers. I'm pretty sure those are made of bone and would have been very sharp. All in all, another tank-like dinosaur. This one at home in Africa, Europe, India, China, and North America. Well, Stegosaurus specifically lived in North America. I'm not. I don't even need to explain how wrong that is. Why not just mention Asia, not just India? Trachodon. I don't even think this is a valid genus. I think if I type it in, it's gonna. Is that meth? Okay, so Trachodon is a dubious genus. So this dude might not even exist. Like my hopes and dreams. Even if it did exist, it wouldn't look anything like this. This is just I don't want to look at it anymore. So 12 meters. Let's see. It's not going to tell me how big this is, so I'm just going to have to assume it's correct. So, number of teeth. Dinosaur with 500 teeth. Nigerosaurus. If I said the wrong word, if I said Niger with the extra G, you know what word I'm talking about here. I could get canceled. Because I'm not black. I wish I was. Because then, well, I wouldn't get canceled for saying Nigerosaurus, but with the extra G. But I'm not a racist person. I love black people. In fact, I find them more attractive than... I find a lot of people attractive. But this ain't what people I find attractive. This is rating dinosaurs. So, 12 meters, that's probably wrong. I'm gonna just use Edmontosaurus for this. It could just be Edmontosaurus annectans. Alright, so... Hold up Edmontosaurus. So 12. How long? Okay, 12 meters, 39 feet. Okay, so using Edmontosaurus here, you got that one right. Number of teeth. I don't know how many teeth Edmontosaurus has. I'm just gonna ignore that. Era late Cretaceous. Yeah, I would have lived with. Natosaurus and another Titan. I swear. Meaning of name, ruffed tooth. Edmontosaurus' name means connected lizard from Edmonton. But Trachodon, yeah, it doesn't mean rough tooth. Trachodon, also known as Anatosaurus, also known as Edmontosaurus, lived in many parts of the world from Canada to China. I don't know how right that is. That is probably wrong. He had a rather broad duck-like beak. Well, that beak is actually part of their skull. That is actually their... It's not a beak. They actually would have had teeth. And Hadrosaurus probably would have been able to chow down on meat to get protein. He had a rather broad duck-like beak and no less than 4 rows of grinding teeth. Trachodon was an inoffensive plant-eating reptile. It probably could have beat the shit out of a T-Rex. A T-Rex could just breathe in front of it, and it could take it personally and put an end to it. who, judging from his webbed feet, spent a good deal of its time in water. I'm not too sure about that. They might have spent more of their time on land. I'm not too sure. He was the first dinosaur to be discovered in the United States. Is that true? Back me up on this. Next up is Triceratops. Oh dear. This is going to be fun for me. So, it's got that 80s look to it. I don't even need to explain what's outdated here. So, length 8 meters, 8 to 9 meters, 26 to 30 feet long. So okay, that's right. Weight 8,000 kilograms. 5 to 9 metric tons. 5.5 to 9.9 short tons. Would have lived with T-Rex, so that's correct. 3-horned face, that's also correct. A powerful fighter, the rhinoceros-like Tyrannoceratops. Yeah. Triceratops was the frequent adversary of Tyrannosaurus. No, they wouldn't have fought all the time. And T-Rex probably wouldn't challenge a Triceratops unless it was desperate, starving, or the Triceratops was weak, sick, young, or injured. Or old. And when these two met, the earth must have shook. Ain't no way, bro. But that would be a really cool fight to see. A T-Rex versus a Triceratops. This card pack was kind of directed towards kids, so I won't blame it. But if you're gonna direct it towards kids, don't have these dinosaurs just pulling out the Black Air Force energy and going and recreating the Blood Sea and a Kamega kill and in the human with humans, real humans. Those poor people. Though technically we're the monsters. We brought the dinosaurs back in this world. We're the monsters here, not the dinosaurs eating us. And the Triceratops' head was almost 1/3 of his body. A frill flared up over his head and shoulders like a curved shield of bone. Extending from the shield were long pointed horns above the eyes. There might have been keratin on it, which could have also made these horns even sharper, probably enough to pierce through metal. It could definitely pierce through the screen door, so if there was a Triceratops right there and it got angry at me, you'd probably hear me die. And a smaller, stouter horn grew above his nose. Despite his formidable fighting equipment, Triceratops was a plant-eating creature. That doesn't mean shit! Hippos are plant-eating creatures, and they kill a bunch of people. Elephants are plant-eaters. Buffaloes are plant-eaters. Bison. Rhinos. I think I already mentioned rhinos. Giraffes. They can kick your ass. Gazelle. Antelope. Moose. What do those all share in? Horses. Cows. Do you know what those all share in common? They're herbivores, and they don't give a fuck what you think. They'll become carnivores if they want to. It's also been found in North America. That is correct. And lastly, the mighty king of the dinosaurs, Tyrannosaurus. My God. Now, off the bat, I know how much T-Rex weighs without even looking at it. Around, I'm pretty sure, 9 tons? So the T-Rex, fun fact, Tyrannosaurus is actually one of the, and boa constrictors are one of the only animals where everyone knows their full scientific name, being Tyrannosaurus Rex. This is shrink-wrapped, inaccurate, and the hands are pronated. Ew, I don't like that. Also, the skull is wrong. It's eating a kid. He's eating a biker, or no, skater. So length about 15 meters. Tyrannosaurus is the largest predator to ever walk the earth. 12.3 to 12.4 meters, 40.4 to 48.7 feet in length. However, most modern estimates, Tyrannosaurus Rex could grow over lengths of 12.4 meters, 40.7 feet. And Weight says here about 7,000 kilograms. 3.6. Oh wait, up to 8.87 metric tons, 9.78 short tons, and 8 and not and up to 9 tons. These dudes were big. Like Cretaceous, yeah. Tyrant Lizard King. Not the Tyrant King. That'd be Tyrannorex. Tyrannosaurus Rex means the Tyrant Lizard King. The Tyrannosaurus was the largest flesh-eating creature that ever walked the earth. My man, you got that right. T-Rex was the biggest predator to ever walk the earth. If we're talking length, then that would go. If we're talking height, then maybe Giganotosaurus or Carcharodontosaurus, probably Giganotosaurus. But if we're talking length, then Spinosaurus. But overall, T-Rex was the biggest. Ever walked the earth among the last of the dinosaurs. He lived in western North America and Mongolia. That would be Tarbosaurus, not T-Rex. Though Tarbosaurus was originally a species of T-Rex. So, I'll let that slide. His monstrous head was over 4 feet long. His jaws were equipped with fearsome 6-inch teeth, and also a bite force of 12,800 psi. So 12,000 to 12,800. 12,800 psi is the estimate I use, and probably the more reasonable estimate. So yeah, the hind legs of Tyrannosaurus were extremely large and powerful, but his tiny front legs with their 2-fingered hands must have been virtually useless. That is actually incorrect. The arms of T-Rex could actually bench press up to 400 pounds. You know, they could use Nikocado avocado as a beach ball. Quoting that from Malachi the Komodo dragon. T-Rex, they probably evolved their arms to be little so they can avoid them from getting bitten off. Also, all theropods, if you put them in front of a T-Rex, they are going to get soloed. Well, maybe the slight exception of a theory, but I'm not sure. The only meat-eating theropod that could beat a T-Rex is another fully grown Tyrannosaurus. You heard that here, folks. A T-Rex could beat a T-Rex. And a trike, an Anky, and an Edmontosaurus could clap a T-Rex's cheeks. Even a Pachy could clap a T-Rex's cheeks. And also Dakotaraptor, since it lived with I ain't gonna say Nanotyrannus. When I say Nanotyrannus, I'm not referring to it as a separate genus, but I'm just referring to a juvenile T-Rex, because that's what Nanotyrannus is. It's a juvenile T-Rex. So a Pachy, an Anzu, and a Dakotaraptor could be smoking on that Nanotyrannus pack if it wanted to. So yeah, let me know if I got anything wrong in the comments. Feedback is appreciated, and I might try doing that Akame Kill video later on today. I just have to get all the stuff and hope I don't get a boner, because, well, we all know why if you've seen the anime. Just don't spoil the fun for everyone. Or actually, well, don't comment if you want the Tegus, because that's gonna be so hard for me, bro. I ain't about to explain how plausible a sword that can bring the dead back to life is. Just know. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are my homies. I love y'all consensually. Oh, sorry. Goodbye. Have a nice day.